Hello, and welcome back. This is, once again, I'm starting Dragon Age Origins. Thank you for joining us. Let's see, doesn't look like it's going to be here yet, but if you're watching this on YouTube or on the Twitch stream later, thank you very much. Still getting a couple things set up here. I'm not sure the sound is coming from the layout yet, so I'm going to check into that in a second. I'm starting the monitor on the phone. Stream manager, there we go. Yeah, so now I can see on my phone if you text me or anything during the game. So feel free to leave messages and I'll answer them in the stream. Let's see. Give me one moment to find the audio here. No. I should swing this thing around so you can hear me better too. In the microphone. Let's see. Where are... There we go. Origins. I'm going to add this to here. Okay, switch over the scene and then I'm going to check it. So one moment. Make sure you can hear the audio and the sound. Make sure you can hear the audio and the sound. Okay. Make sure you can... Okay. Sorry about the echo there. So here we are, starting one more time. So, introduction. Introductions here. I'm Pat Luther. I'm an author of a couple of books. I wrote Thoughtless. I don't know if you can see this. Where's the camera? Let's see. Thoughtless. There it is. Sorry. I'm looking at the camera, but it's like a 3-second delay from where I'm actually speaking. So, and here's the other one. Yellow Tape and Coffee. By me. Maybe you can see it. There we go. Okay. Anyways. You can find them. Those are my 2 books that are out so far. Also got a Vela story going on called Yagmar the Barbarian, and you can find that on Vela, which is on Amazon. Let's see, which you can find the link to on my website. Let's see, so this stream I'm going to be playing Dragon Age Origins and talking about the writing in the game, and probably in referencing several other things as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Last week I attempted the stream, and the whole gameplay did not show at all. So all you heard was me talking, but couldn't see what I was talking about. So I'm going to start this now again. I went ahead and created a character. So I'm going to be starting that character. I created an elf from the city, in case you're familiar with Dragon Age. You know what that means. If not, you'll see as we go. So 2 things is, since I already started the game and saved it after character creation, I skipped the prologue. And I wanted to talk just briefly about prologues. Last time I did it during or right after the prologue. But, so the prologue is a giant info dump. It just gives you this whole history of Ferelden, what Darkspawn is, showed Duncan, although didn't explain who he was. Did a whole bunch of stuff that, for the most part, when you do this kind of info dump, the users or the readers or the players in a game aren't going to remember any of that, because they can't tell what parts of that are important and what parts are they need to know. So they are not going to remember most of it. So what you want to do is not do that usually. I also feel the same way about you'll see I skip a lot of the codex entries, because I feel like the lore should be explained organically through the game. In a novel, I would say the lore should be explained organically as you go. Bring out the parts you need to know about the backstory as you need to know them. Don't waste a lot of time with paragraphs full of exposition about the history of the world. Readers will figure that out as you explain it to them. Trust your readers a bit. Don't try to tell them everything at once. And anyways, so you'll see more of that as we go. I'm doing exactly what I just said you shouldn't do. So let's start. Resume. So here I am. I am an elf Living in Denram's slums. Okay, so I'm in the alienage. I'm an elf. And here, I just woke up. It turned out it's my wedding day. My cousin came and woke me up and sent me away. And now I'm about to talk to my father, who is here. And this is my character. Who's Janella. I call her Janella because that's the name of my first Neverwinter Nights character, and I've used it several times in other video games since then. And also, I played at a convention Firefly game once where the DM gave me a character named Janella, so I have a very close connection to that particular name. So here we go. Here's Sirion, my father.
Ah, my little girl. It's the last day I'll be able to call you that. Oh, I wish your mother could have been here.
See, there he goes. I wish your mother could have been here. That's so much better than saying, you wake up and saying, by the way, your mother died 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, or however long it was. Okay. So this character, we've got an arranged marriage. We learned that earlier from the conversation from Shiana. And so I'm going to talk a little bit more about that and establish that I'm not super happy about being stuck in an arranged marriage.
Still not pleased, I can see. Of course we can talk.
Yeah, and why can't I choose, right? Shouldn't I be able to find somebody?
Tradition, child. With so little contact between alienages and so few chances to travel, you must trust your elders.
Tradition. No, sorry, the little contact between alienages. So here we go. This is more world building, right? And we didn't have to have this dumped on us. We've established now for this one guy's one line that there are multiple alienages, that's the communities we live in, and that we don't travel between them very much. And there's little contact. So you've got to trust these elders who happen to know somehow they've got some way of contacting other alienages, apparently. What if I don't want to get married at all? So, do I really have to get married?
It's time for you to have your own life. Unmarried, you're a child forever. The dowry has been paid, the chantry has issued
More information
the permit,
about the
everything is ready.
World we live in.
All we need is you.
We've got dowries, we've got a chantry, whatever that is, but it's the one who issues the permit to get married, so apparently that's regulated. Not everybody can. You paid for somebody to marry me?
There's a lot to arranging marriages. Probably the biggest factor is deciding which spouse travels to which alienage. One side gets new blood and a new face, and the other side loses a family member. The dowry helps to even things out.
Yeah. Let's make this all about me still.
I understand. Before I met Adaya, I was ready to go hunt for the Dalish.
Ooh.
Just be glad I chose the match. Without parents to represent you, children like your cousin Soros end up marrying whoever the elder can find.
Go hunt for the Dalish. Now that's an interesting comment, right? Someone said I have to marry who you say. Great.
What other prospects are there here? Do you want to marry someone 15 years your senior? I thought not.
So does it show? Sorry, I was checking my phone here. It says I've got one viewer, and I click on who the one viewer is, and it shows 4 different people. So, welcome, anybody who's actually viewing me now. So, yeah, again, drop a message in the chat if you have any questions as we go. Okay, but I'm going to continue with the game. So, tell me about my groom.
Nelaros? He's from a good family in High Ever. Their youngest son. He's an expert at the blacksmith's anvil, from what I'm told. And yes, he's very handsome. I knew you'd ask, so I thought I'd save you the trouble.
Oh, that's good. So, who did the elder find for Soros?
I don't know. I haven't met the girl. You should go and see for yourself if you're curious.
Well, and the only option I have is, well, if that's the way it is, I guess I'm ready.
That's my girl. You'll be fine. Think of this as a blessing, not an obligation. All right, time for you to go find Soris. The sooner this wedding starts, the less chance you two have to escape.
Yeah. I'll make light of it, because, you know, I think that's the kind of person I am here.
Still have your mother's smart mouth, I see. Oh, one last thing before you go, my dear. Your martial training, the sword play, knives, and whatever else your mother trains you in, best not to mention it to your betrothed.
Yeah, he'll find out sooner or later. I'll try to do that when I choose the dialogue. Let's read them out loud, because I'm not sure if you can tell what I'm selecting here. But, yeah, you'll see as we go. Sometimes I'll forget.
Later. Definitely later. We don't want to seem like troublemakers after all. Adaya made that mistake.
Oh. So now we've got some backstory. We learned she was a rogue, and we learned that she was killed by humans. So, Janella here is not a big fan of humans.
Our world is full of so many injustices. Take this. Your mother would have wanted you to have it. It's the very least I can give you as you start your new life. Go on, then. I still have some things to do, and Soris is no doubt waiting for you.
Yeah, it always says when you get a new item, it'll say items received, but it won't tell you what the item is. In this case, I think it was Adaya's boots, because I don't recognize them from before. So I'm going to take them and put them on because I wasn't wearing shoes before. Now I am. Fancy. And I'm wearing the wedding garb, which I don't know why it shows up as a gray circle here. Before, when I started, I was wearing the clothing. So like that, but I found the wedding clothes in a chest nearby. And I think that's just about everything that I did before this game session started. So, I should be able to get going from here. I don't have to fill you in anymore what happened before. Oh wait, is that a person? Nope, okay. Let's go out the door. Into the alien edge. So take a look at Denerim. So this is the alien edge. They did a good job with the construction, showing it kind of a little run down, some slipshod repairs here and there. Big gate right there. Let's go check out that gate.
There once was a woman, she lived in the sea. I didn't love her, but
listen to the poem for a
loved
second.
me. I brought her diamonds, rubies, silver, and gold. But all she wanted was to be saved from the cold. She begged me to catch her, convinced me I should. I promised her a house, all gray stone and wood. We made love in the sea. We made love on the shore. I was just there for playing, but she wanted more. But there's one small problem, you see. I can't grant her wish. My wife gets suspicious when I come home smelling like fish.
That cute poem. There are mixed feelings, of course, about poetry in stories. J.R.R. Tolkien, of course, is famous for doing that a lot. Other authors have. Even I did in Yagmar, which you'll see around chapter 18 or so, somewhere around there. I don't remember the name anymore, or the exact number anymore. But, let's see. So, a lot of times the poem, some people will just skip over the poems. Some people will actually read the poem. Sometimes the poem introduces important information about the plot. When I write it, I don't include important information that you can't get elsewhere, because I know that a lot of people will just skip over the poems. And in general, it's best to how's it go? It's best to not write the part that people are going to skip over. But in some cases, it's fun to put it in there, and some people do enjoy it. So I would make an exception for some of the poetry verse. Put it in there, but let people skip over it if they decide to do so. So here's the gate. Click
As you desire.
And the alien gates are locked for the moment to prevent... Whoop, what did it say? I hate how it always puts the information about it way up there. The alien gates are locked for the moment to prevent outsiders from coming in and causing future disruption. Or further disruption. I'm going to read that again.
Well, all right.
Prevent outsiders from coming in and causing further disruption. So there's been some disruption, apparently. And what is this? There's some artwork on the wall, but I can't tell what it is. Looks like somebody drew a pyramid with maybe an eye in it. I don't know. But anyways, that's there. Let's see. Cart. Lift around, a little platform up there. Let's see what other trouble we can get into. Oh, here's the door, and it's closed. Here's a couple, ooh, elf woman and elf man. Let's see what they have to say.
There'd better be dancing. It's not a real wedding without dancing.
Okay, well, we'll see.
I wish my wedding could have been as grand as all this.
Yeah, so here we go. There's more information about the world and me. Apparently,
Well, it's around the eyes, mostly.
I still don't see it.
Oh, hold
Whenever I look, I just see the mother.
The mother was far more delicate.
It's the same sort of nose, you must admit that. The breeding shows.
Well, there you go again with breeding. We're not horses, you know.
Of course not, but bloodlines are important, that's all I'm saying.
I think the whole notion is ridiculous.
Well, you've got the freedom to think so. You come from good stock.
So here's some interesting thoughts about breeding. Also, let's see, what was it? Oh, the grand. I wish my wedding could be this grand. So more information about Janella, apparently combined with the discussion with her father when she talks about what a good match he has made for her compared to her cousin. Or her friend, Saurus. I'm not sure who Saurus is. And the dogs are barking now. So that's Sheeny and Shubo. They say hello to everybody who comes near the house. Let's see. So apparently my character here, Janella, comes from a very well-to-do family, as such things are measured in the Alien Age, at least. So even here, where everybody is oppressed, there are stratification of society, so that's good to know, isn't it? But it is. Okay, here's another platform. Doesn't look like there's anything on it. Maybe we'll come into use later. This place likes their platforms. They got a lot of these. Oh, another elf man.
Good luck with the ball and chain.
Yeah. Some people have the same view of marriage that Janella does. So what's down here? Have I been here already? Did I get turned around? Looks like another gate. Oh, this is a different gate.
Alms. Alms for a man who can no longer work.
But key is
Show
required.
a bit of charity this day.
Oh, yeah, the bigger tradition of fantasy video games.
Ma'am, spare a coin for a man who was ruined trying to help his family.
It's my wedding. You should be giving me gifts. Yes, that's the thing to say to an impoverished beggar on the street. Do I want his story?
I worked on
Sure,
the
why not?
docks, living day to day, never knowing if my family would go hungry. The humans always left us the dangerous work, in the high beams of the warehouses or in the water. I was rigged up, cleaning the side of a ship, when it drifted against another, and my legs were crushed between.
Oh, that's terrible. What? You didn't receive healing?
Magical healing? On an elf?
Ah.
Ha! The human foreman had me hauled out and dumped in an alley. My sons didn't find me until day's end. So now I live on the charity of those who don't even have enough for themselves.
Well, that sucks, but I'll help him out a little bit. At
May
least I
the
can
Maker's
do.
eyes look down with love on your day.
So I lost a gold coin. Or a copper coin, probably. Oh, hey, here's somebody with a name. Let's talk to the child first.
Hey, you're gonna be late for your own wedding.
Don't worry, kid. It won't start without me.
What if you're wrong? How terrible that would be. The bride is supposed to be pretty and caring. And definitely not late. Only humans don't care about being respectful.
Uh-huh. So this seems to be, this anti-human sentiment seems to be a common theme around here. Where did you hear that?
Father said it this morning when my brothers didn't want to get out of bed. He said they were acting like lazy humans.
Humans? I'm sure your brothers aren't that bad.
I guess. They're pretty lazy.
Okay, what about Elva? She's got a name.
So
She
I
must
see
be
you got
important.
yourself a big, handsome hulk of a husband.
Do I?
Excuse me if I don't congratulate you.
I haven't seen him yet. Oh. What's wrong with her?
Don't act like you care.
Man.
Your father has the money to get you a great match. Meanwhile, what did I get? A fat old man who smells like the docks and wouldn't know what to do with a woman, even if he was sober.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Not sure why you're taking that out on me, though. So, what does that have to do with me? Which seems a little ruder way of putting that. I would have said, why are you taking that out on me? But either way, I guess the sentiment's the same.
You think you're better than me? Well, you're not. I may have got a poor match, but at least I have some dignity. Wench.
And I don't? Okay. Good to know. That there is, even here, resentment about my station. Here's Soros.
Well, if it isn't my lucky cousin. Care to celebrate the end of our independence together?
Ah, yes. Cousin. That's what I thought he was. Who's also getting married. Let's ask him, is running away still an option?
Are you insane? Where would you go? Into the woods to live with the Dalish elves?
Oh, there's another mention of the Dalish. I could ask him about it, but... So this is a thing I want to mention real quick here. So I could ask him about it, but apparently Janella knows who they are. So even though the reader, or the player in this case, doesn't, one thing that really annoys me in a novel is when you have a character bring up information just to give it to the reader, but it's information they would already know. Sci-fi in the Golden Age was full of this. As you know, Dr. Herferfer, and then he goes on to explain something that they will both know quite well, but the reader won't, so they have to explain it to the reader. But it's a very clumsy way of doing it, and there are much better ways of doing it. The information we've got about the Dalish so far is intriguing, though, and you can tell about them through the characters' reactions to it, rather than having to put an info dump explanation in it. So the characters' reactions is the important part, and that will tell us everything we know about it. If I said, oh my god, no, not the Dalish, there's something scary about them. You say, yes, let's go hunt for the Dalish. You know that they're hard to find, because you have to hunt for them. And so on. So maybe I'll say, it could happen.
Live in the forest with the savages, far from humans?
There you go.
Sounds like a dream.
Not that we'd know where to find them. Besides, why would you run?
Apparently your groom's a dream come true. My bride sounds like a dying mouse.
Okay, so he's my cousin. I think we get along well. I'm going to tease him a bit about it. I mean, I could say, oh, my groom is attractive. Forget about him. Let's make this about me, which seems like something Janella would do at this point in her life. But instead, I'll say, maybe you'll get a cage. I'm going to tease him a bit. Maybe you'll get a cage for a wedding present.
That's terrible. Let's go introduce you to your dreamy betrothed before you say I do.
So, now I could have gone either way on that, right? I could have made this more about me. I could have taken him seriously. I could have lectured him about it. And all of that would have revealed Janella's character more. So when you're actually writing the story, those are the kinds of choices you got to make with the character, right? What they'll say. The only difference is it's not multiple choice. You can say, write anything you want there. So she can be snarky, she can be, and you'll see her relationship with different people, because she'll choose different ways of talking to different people. So, now, in the game has an advantage novels don't have, which is the ongoing journal, which tells you what you're supposed to be doing. And what you're supposed to do next. The Soros thinks he's both should go have a chat with the people you are about to marry. So, yeah, let's go find them and talk to my betrothed. So I get to meet this person that everybody thinks is so huge and hunky. First... Oh, I need to unmute you. Okay, now I'm back. Sorry about that. So, let us continue. Here's a random person by a tree. Oh, he's got a name. Again, he must be important.
There's the man of the hour. How are you, Soros?
I'm well. This is my cousin, the bride. The other bride, not my bride.
We've met on occasion.
Thank you for clarifying.
Blessings on the day, both of you.
Thank you. Oh, poor Soros isn't feeling very blessed.
True enough. Still better to be married and have a real life than to remain a child.
There is something you should know, Soros. My brothers won't be coming. They left to find the Dalish, you see.
More people running off to find the Dalish. This reminds me of Biggs going off to find the rebellion. And maybe it is similar. I guess we'll find out. But this is like the third or fourth time the Dalish has been mentioned, which kind of implies that they're pretty important to these people. You know, if you mention something a lot, the more you mention it, the more important it is. Will seem. Careful not to overdo it, like this game is on the verge of doing here. That's a lot of mention of the Dalish without other things being mentioned. So, okay, you mean the elves who still live in the woods? Now we know about them. Yeah, let's go ahead and ask a little bit more.
Unfortunately, yes. Even Alarith swears that Dalish elves saved him on his way to Denerim. Nonsense.
Okay, so... Oh, so some people, apparently they may not even exist. I see no reason why they shouldn't exist. Yeah, why not? I mean, elves live in cities. Elves can get out of cities and live in woods. I don't see a problem with that.
Neither do I. They're supposed to be savages. I worry about my brother's safety.
Don't worry, Theodore. I'm sure your brothers will be fine.
I hope so. I should go. Best wishes to you both.
So he's worried, and that would explain why his brothers didn't take him when they left to go find the Dalish. He would not be interested in doing so. He's got a relatively comfortable life here. So why not stick with it? Okay, let's see here. There's some more people over here. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to save, too, because I keep forgetting to do that. Oh, Dilwyn. Somebody else who has a name.
Well, it's the lucky bride herself. Hello, dear.
Oh, now, love, she probably doesn't remember us.
No.
Oh, of course. I'm Dilwyn, and this is Gathon. We were friends of your mother's. We haven't seen much of you since... well...
Oh, so she's... here's more about my mother, who's apparently was killed by humans under mysterious circumstances. Well, mysterious to us. They may not be mysterious to everybody else. Let's see. Oh. So let's talk about my mother. What can you... So, here's somebody who knew my mother, which apparently I never did. She didn't die in childbirth because humans were killed her. So, but apparently I was very young at the time. Oh no, she trained me for a while, so I did know my mother. Let's see what these people know about her, though.
Your father still doesn't speak of her, does he?
Not very much.
Adiah was beautiful, and full of life, and a bit wild.
She wanted you more than anything.
That's why she trained me to be a
sad
rogue.
She never got to see you all grown up.
We just wanted to see you today and express our good wishes.
Oh, now that would be rude. Janella's got no reason to be rude to these people, so... Or to explain to them about her misgivings about her future. So I think she's gonna just welcome along, right? It's a harmless thing to say. And they came for the wedding, so why not? Be polite.
It means the world to us to see you happy.
We've saved a bit of money for this day. We'd like you to have it, to help start your new life.
Oh, that's very generous of you. I'm honored, because it's probably money that my mother helped them make when she was an adventurer like them. At least that's what I'm getting from these people.
Make her bless you.
You know, some of that's an assumption on my part, but I think it's an assumption born up from this. 15 silver. Nice. Okay, let's see. Where do we go next? Did I talk to these people already? Oh, looks like there's the waiting party. You can tell by the little arrow above our heads. No.
Let go of me!
And there's
Stop,
the human.
please!
It's a party, isn't it? Grab a whore and have a good time.
And so we meet the bad guy.
Savor the hunt, boys. Take this little elven wench here. So young and vulnerable.
Touch me and I'll gut you, you pig.
And
Please, my lord. We're
technically
celebrating
kill a
weddings
child
here.
since she's unmarried.
Silence, worm!
I know what you're thinking, but maybe we shouldn't get involved.
I like that. I know what you're thinking, because Soros, remember, they grew up together. They're cousins, and they're close. So that's a great way of explaining her character some more, or showing her character some more, by the reactions of other people. Let's see, what else we got in the scene? That guy's the bad guy, the guy who just slapped somebody. So you can tell by the way he laughs. He's a little over the top, but okay. So, how is she going to say? Objection noted. Now get out of my way. And she's not that dismissive of him, is she? I think she's more concerned about Shiani, her other cousin, than she is about I think she's more concerned about her cousin than she is about the general overall scope of humans being awful. So,
Fine, but let's try to be diplomatic, shall we?
all right.
What's
We'll
this?
try diplomacy first.
Another lovely one come to keep me company.
It's always a good thing to try first. It's less painful. Yeah, let's talk this over, shall we? Maybe we can come to some kind of agreement that doesn't involve what you have in mind.
Maybe you should invite it over for dinner.
It. Good little hint.
Do you have any idea who I am?
Do I care? Oh, Soros, you just gave it away. Well, fortunately she was fast enough anyways.
Are you insane? This is Varn Orion, the Earl of Denerim's son.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Maker.
Okay, maybe it's... we can still get some diplomacy out of here. So, hey. You know, he was being awful. He's going to get in trouble for this too, right? Maybe. I'll try bluffing and say he is. Or I could try intimidating and then imagine just what we'll do to you. But I think, yeah, if you don't mention this, we won't.
You've a lot of nerve, knife ears. This'll go badly for you.
Oh, I really messed up this time.
It'll be all right. He won't tell anyone an elven woman took him down.
Maybe.
I hope so. I should get cleaned up.
Yeah.
Is everybody else all right?
Throwing a bunch of blood all over your wedding
We're just
clothes.
shaken. What was that about?
Looks like the Jarl's son started drinking too early. Well, let's not let this ruin the day. This is Valora, my betrothed.
Oh. Hello. And let's see, this handsome man must be... Okay, I'm not going to go flatter him at this point. And who's the fellow with... I don't want to insult him either, so let's take a neutral stance here. And this man must be my betrothed.
A pleasure. Soros said much of you. Some of it was even positive.
Oh.
Hey, I just wanted to give you a sporting chance to run. I'm
That's good.
sure
I
the
like
two
it.
of you have a lot to discuss.
At least he's got a sense of humor, so that's good.
Well, here we are. Are you nervous?
I was, until I saw you. Oh, kind of nauseated. So that's a little beyond nervous. I'm going to assume that's not a personal attack on him. That's just me being a little more beyond nervous.
I thought I'd stay calm, but now we've met. Let's just say, I'm not calm.
Is that because I'm so good with the sword? No. Small talk. A little more information. Okay. So we can start with small talk, but small talk's never interesting in a novel, right? Hello, how are you? I'm good. How are you doing? Yeah, skip that part when you're writing it. So how do you feel about it? So here we get into his feelings about this whole thing, too. I could explain to him how I feel about it. But let's see how he feels about it first. How do you feel about moving to Denerim?
It was hard to leave Highever, but your father's matchmaker spoke highly of you. And rightfully so.
Okay.
Denerim itself seems friendlier than Highever.
You've known me for 30
Perhaps
seconds.
because it's so large that humans take less notice of us.
Oh. It's friendly because the humans don't notice us. So, more information about the humans. I'm not sure we needed that much more. It's pretty well established here that humans are the ones in charge. Elves are not. As we just saw from the Earl of Denerim son, that he came in here, thought he could just grab a few women and take off and get away with it. Which he probably could. But I guess we'll find out soon, huh? Let's see. How was the trip from Highever? So, what do you feel about it? How was your trip? I'm just not interested in this whole deal. Yeah, I'm going to confess my misgivings to him, because he should know about this. Probably going to go through with this still, but, you know.
Are you saying you don't want to marry me?
You're ugly and slow, so that's a horrible thing to say to him. I mean, she might be horrible, but I don't think she is that much. Just breaking the tension. No, I'm going to explain to him. I don't. I'm not that interested in the whole institution, but it's what's got to be done, right? Because this is our life.
I see. Well, I hope in time you can learn to...
Come on, cousin.
Because it's tradition.
Let them get ready.
We'll see you two in a bit. Don't disappear on us.
It'll be fine. You'll see.
Okay.
Don't look now, but we have another problem.
He seems okay. He's reassuring her, and he's got a sense of humor. So he's both compassionate and has a sense of humor, and those are both good things. Oh, anything. I didn't mean to tell him off.
Nice job on that, by the way. But this is serious. Another human just walked in.
Oh, no.
Could be one of Vaughn's or just a random troublemaker.
No.
Either way, we need to move him along before someone does something
I know who it is, because I played it before, but we'll play Janella as if she had no idea, because she hasn't been through here before. Let's just kill him. No. I'm worried that he may not see that as a joke. Otherwise, I would say that. So I'm going to go back here and say, all right, let's go talk to him.
Let's do this quickly.
We'll try diplomacy again. Maybe it'll work this time. Because we've had such great luck with it in the past. Where is he? I don't see where he is. Okay, I did learn, however, in my first playthrough, that there is this map. Here we go. Here's a map, and here's the quest day. Oh, it even says Duncan in there. Excuse me. Okay, back to here. So we found him on the map. Day for celebration. I'm going to go, and he's hiding behind the tree, apparently.
I don't see the rug. We didn't leave it, did we?
Uh-oh. Oh, hello, Duncan. Okay, I'm going to save, because I haven't done that for a while.
Good day. I understand congratulations are in order for your impending wedding.
Oh, so you know who I am, and that there's a wedding going on. You're not wanted here. No, let's be diplomatic, but please go away.
What manner of unpleasantness might you be referring to?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, please, you can't be that thick-headed. You've got to understand what's going on here.
I'm sorry, but I have no intention of leaving.
Okay, so he's causing problems.
And I refuse yet again. Now what?
Are you seriously looking for a fight? This is what you want? Because you've got the arm, the swords, the martial training and the weapons, but I still think I can take you down. Maybe. Probably not. We'll see.
Surely it does not escape your notice that I am both armed and armored. Any fight between us would be rather one-sided.
Don't be so sure about that. So do you intend to use that weapon here in the alienage? You want to draw your sword in front of all these people?
Not unless I'm left without a choice. Dude, you're causing problems here already, okay? So you need to get out.
Try not to die. I'll run for help.
No need. I'm not here to fight you. Still, I find such bravery most impressive. Do you not agree, Valendrian?
I would say the world has far more use of those who know how to stay their blades. It is good to see you again, my old friend. It has been far too long.
Hey. Oh, so you know this human. He's kind of a jerk.
May I present Duncan, head of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden?
Now, so he probably does know how to fight. So we've heard of the Grey Wardens already, and again, this is what's a Grey Warden? I could ask, maybe Janella doesn't know what it is. But I think, yeah, and I could say, why should I care about that? Well met? No, it wasn't well met. He was a jerk to me. He could have said he was a Grey Warden. He could have said he was a friend of the Elder, rather than, I'm not going to do it. But yeah, we know about the Grey Warden. So again, let's learn about them through Janella's reactions, rather than ask and have an explanation of what they are, and say, why would a Grey Warden come here? Because, hey, these are... So from that we would learn that she knows what they are, but this doesn't seem to be the kind of place they would come.
The worst has happened. A blight has begun. King Kalen summons the Grey Wardens to Ostagar to fight the Darkspawn horde alongside his armies.
Yes, I had heard the news. Still, this is an awkward time. There is to be a wedding. Two, in fact.
So I see. By all means, attend to your ceremonies. My concerns can wait for now.
Very well. Children, treat Duncan as my guest. And for the Maker's sake, take your places.
All right.
Please, do not let me interrupt further. We shall speak more later.
I don't know if I want to speak to you later, but... Friend of the Elder, so I'll let you stay here. Quest updated. The human Soros is worried about is Duncan. Oh, the human that Soros is worried about is Duncan. The Grey Warden, yeah. So, summary of what we just learned. You hear this bill about some kind of blight. Okay, so there's a blight. The armies are off to fighting it. Nothing to do with us. It's all well in hand. And they won't need me at all, I'm sure. Because that's how these stories always go, right? So I'm going to stay out of it and go ahead and fulfill my duties to, I guess, the entire Elven society.
Oh, Soros. There you are. I was afraid you'd run off.
No, I'm here, with Nellaros's blushing bride in tow.
Reluctantly, no doubt.
Yeah, you got me.
Valendrian and Mother Boann are here. Time to face the music.
Okay, ready? At my signal, we run.
You had your chance to run, coward.
Friends
Yeah.
and family, today we celebrate not only this joining, but also our bonds of kin and kind. We are a free people. But
sorry.
that was not always so.
Did I do that off the camera?
Andraste, the Maker's prophet, freed us from the bonds of slavery. As our community grows, remember that our strength lies in commitment to tradition and to each other.
Thank you, Valendrian. Now let us begin. In the name of the Maker who brought us this world, and in whose name we say the chant of light, Milord, this is an unexpected surprise.
Sorry to interrupt, Mother, but I'm having a party. And we're dreadfully short of female guests.
Milord, this is a wedding!
If you
And
want to
here we
dress
go
up your
again.
pets and have tea parties, that's your business. But don't pretend this is a proper wedding. Now, we're here for a good time.
So is she human?
Aren't we, boys?
Do we have a human here?
Just a good time with the
So was
ladies.
he the wedding?
That's all.
Let's take those two. The one in the tight dress and... Where's the bitch that bottled me?
Over here, Lord Vaughn.
Oh, thanks, guy.
Let me go, you stuffed shirt son of a...
Oh, I'll enjoy taming her. And see the pretty bride.
Don't worry. I won't let them take you.
So I can say I won't let them take Shani. I can handle myself. I'll go with them. No, it won't be okay if I go with them. Never let them take you to the secondary location. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I can tell them to run, although if we run, they're going to take Shiani, which I am not happy about. So I'm not going to let them do it, because I'm a little on the heroic side, and I have the martial training, remember? But we don't necessarily want to fight. So I'm going to try to find a way to let them not do that. Now, I'm not a big fan of the situation, of course. Well, I'll talk more about that in a bit. I'm going to stop. I won't let them take her.
Ah, yes.
She's not going to survive
Such
that.
a well-formed little thing.
Yeah.
You villains!
Oh, that's quite enough. I'm sure we all want to avoid further unpleasantness.
Yeah, you have no right to come here and do this, dude. I don't care who you think you are.
Let me think. No. Oh, we're
You can tell he's the villain. He's the bad guy. Oh, and I'm this great fighter who was just knocked out by a slap. One of my least favorite tropes is the whole knocking people out by punching them or hitting them or slapping them.
Protect us.
Stop it. You're driving me insane. Oh, thank the Maker you've come to. We were so worried.
Oh, but not worried enough to actually, tend to her or anything. They're just standing around watching. So in real life, of course, it's almost impossible to knock somebody out without killing them. It's very rare, you can't just slap somebody and they'll go unconscious until it's convenient. And if they do, you manage to knock somebody out without killing them, there's likely to be brain damage, hemorrhages, increased risk of stroke later, all that sort of thing. So, yeah. Which is why it's such an annoying trope in fiction, because it happens all the time. And every time it just gets a little annoying. But, alright, I'm pissed now. Where are we? But let's go ahead and deal with the practicalities right now. So, I was asleep, now I'm awake. Of course, in my novel, Thoughtless, I have the needle guns, which Dell uses, Beltsec, the security enforcement people there use, which do exactly that, right? They knock people out without hurting them, but that's because I invented a futuristic technology that lets them do that with the smart needles and computerized sensors and everything, which is a little different than the brute force shown here. Okay. And of course, the cliche thing to say when you wake up is, where am I? After such a thing. But there's a good reason for that, right? Because that's let's deal with the practicalities. First practicality is, where the heck are we, and how do we get out of here? So, where are we?
We're in the palace, of course.
Oh,
Doubt
that's
we're
not
getting
good.
a tour.
They locked us in here to wait until that bastard is ready for us.
Okay. I'm sure he'll listen to reason. No, he won't. He's never going to say that. And of course, this will be raped, beaten, and killed is probably how it's going to go, but there's no reason to say that to them right now, because that's bad. We'll kill the first human. Now, so what we need to do, the important thing is get out of here. We don't need to kill anybody to do it. What we need to do is get out. So that's the priority, and that's what I'm going to tell them.
Forgive me if I don't hold my breath. The door is locked and solid, and we're unarmed.
Don't hold your breath. Let's make a plan.
Maker keep us. Maker protect us.
Great. Now this again.
Just going after the Maker. The Maker is, of course, the Christian analog in this world, the monotheistic religion that's the majority religion in charge of everything. So, looks like we're stuck in here. Can I talk to these people? Oh, I can talk to Valora.
What are we going to do?
She's not going to say anything useful. What are we going to do? There's I saw a blog post on that exact line at one point. I won't go into it now, but it's a very, very common line, almost always said by a woman in these kinds of stories. So, looks like both of these are locked. I can't unlock that one. Hey, I'm a rogue. I'm supposed to be good at this sort of thing.
As
Can't
you
unlock that
desire.
one. Okay. Let's go look at Shiani. It's safe too. I think it did automatically autosave, but just to make sure. Hey, Shiani, what's up?
Look, we'll do what they want. Go home and try to forget this ever happened.
Yeah, if they let us
She's
go.
right. It'll be worse if we resist.
It'll be worse if we don't.
Someone's coming.
And that depends, right? Sometimes it's worse if you do resist, sometimes it's worse if you don't. And that's what makes these things difficult. These people, I'm guessing, there's nothing to lose by resisting. They're going to kill all of us, probably. Because they are dicks and they don't want... Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just think, hey, they're above the law, they can't be touched, there's no reason to kill us. They might want to do this again someday. Okay. So, yeah, if you see the opportunity, take it. Don't just follow me. I don't know why I'm in charge suddenly, but apparently I am. I'm the one making decisions, so I guess that's why I'm in charge.
Hello, wenches. We're your escorts to Lord Vaughn's little party.
There's more of them than there
Stay
are of us.
away from us!
Oh. Yeah, they're not fucking around.
Killed her.
I suppose that's what happens when you try teaching whores some respect. Now, you grab the little flower cowering in the corner. Horace and I'll take the homely bride and the drunk.
Okay, now you got 5 of them and 4
Mind
of
the
us.
last one. She's the scrapper.
Don't worry, we'll be perfect gentlemen.
Now you heard the captain. Be a good little wench or you'll end up like your friend there.
So they're threatening to kill me. Yes, come closer. I like that one. Yes, come closer. I'll behave honest. That sounds sincere.
That's a good girl.
And he's dumb enough to fall for it.
Oh, look at this. A little elfling with a stolen sword.
And he knows exactly what to do with that sword.
Oh, sod.
Okay. Let's equip. Oh, I forgot the sword equipped. Okay. Excellent.
Watch out, cousin!
Okay.
I think someone is watching out for us!
Good job.
Can't believe they killed her. Are you all right? They didn't hurt you, did they?
No. I'm good. Where'd you get the sword?
That Grey Warden Duncan gave Nelaros and me his sword and crossbow, but that's all we have.
Oh, and a crossbow. Nelaros is here?
Yes, he's the reason we're here. He lost it on those who wanted to hope for the best. I didn't know what to do.
You're here now. You're here now.
Thanks.
That's what matters.
I couldn't let him go alone.
Good for you,
Nelaros is
Source.
guarding the end of the hall.
Let's hope you
Let's
survive
figure this
this.
out with him. We should hurry before something happens to the others.
Okay. So, my husband-to-be is guarding the hall.
Lovely.
Round shield and a long sword. Okay. Let's get us all equipped. Let's see. Got an aged Parmesan looks like a good sword. Let's see. Are there other swords? Nigger. Okay. Saurus has got a crossbow, so he's probably good at that crossbow. Let's let him keep that. Do we have any armor? Got the Blood Dragon plate that I can't wear. And a Regenerum Guard round shield, which I probably can't really use either. So I'm just going to go with the sword. Got some health poultices, so that's good. I'm going to drag these onto the quick bar because they're easier to use there. So a lot of this has to do not with the game itself, but with, or the storytelling, but with the game itself. Right, getting everything set up. Ooh, poison making. Can I make poison? I know how to make venom and deathroot extract, but can't do anything with either of those. I'm going to drag this over here because it's not something that needs to be used in combat, so I don't need it on the numbers. So, okay. They came into a door. Oh. But not that one. They came in through this door. Yes, okay. So we killed some people, so let's save again. Oh, hello, elves. Are you elves? I'm fucking elf.
What's this?
Oh, you're not.
I don't recognize you, elf. Wait, is that blood?
And a
You're
sword.
Bandits, rebels, outlaws. The guards will make quick work of you. Oh!
You've no idea how long that Shem's had it coming.
Oh, I have an idea. That was murder? What did I just do then? Have you seen a group of elven maidens?
Yes,
Are they maidens?
drag them to Lord Vaughn's quarters.
I doubt Shiani is.
You should hurry if you want to help them. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm getting out of here before the storm hits.
Okay. Let's get out of here then. Oh, it's a cupboard. What's in the cupboard? Brandy. That'll come in useful. Okay, what's here? Oh, here's an elf who is completely ignoring me, which is probably the wisest thing. I didn't see anybody, whoever they were. They didn't come this way.
Desire.
I never saw them.
Lovely.
What? The elves are rising up. Why didn't they tell me? Huh. Probably the wisest thing. I open the door. Oh, hey, look what I just found. Let's see if we can sneak past these guys. I have stealth.
Where did you get a weapon, elf?
Apparently I can't sneak past them.
You better talk quick, scum.
Well, it was, oh, it's a boring conversation anyways.
What the?
Oh, jeez. Nice. Okay. I think 2 is my, yeah. That's the thing that lets me stun him.
There you go.
I heard I'm not hurt yet, okay. What's he got? He's got a dagger, and a health poultice. Yay. Health potions are always fun. Okay. Now I've got a couple ways we can go. Rule of right, right? Always try the right-hand most path you haven't tried yet. That's not a good rule of riding, but it's a great rule of dungeon crawling. Let's see. And it looks like I have gained a level, so I need to level up. Ooh, okay, so I've got some strength, I've got dexterity. Let's put a couple points in dexterity. And how about one into cunning, because I'm going to need that. And I get a new skill. Should I get better coercion, so I can speak to people better? Or more combat training? Or stealing. I could learn how to pick pockets and things. Who's stealing? Improved stealing I could even do during combat. That's cool. So, the highest ones require 16 cunning, so that's good to know. Is keep an eye on those things. Again, that's not so much for writing, but it's good for the gameplay. to know what kind of stats you need to increase. I think I just increased my cunning to 16 so I can get the highest level of all of these. I think I'll go with the increased coercion, right? Be a little more better at the diplomacy thing, because it's been failing me so far. Ooh, and I get new talent. How about dual weapon training? Needs 12 dexterity, so the highest level again needs a 36 dexterity, and also master combat training. So just to keep in track of these, the requirements here, and I can't do that for level 12 anyways, and I just gained level 2. So that's sometime in the future, but for the gameplay things, that's the kind of thing you want to keep in mind. Again, for writing, that's not a thing. But yes, let's do the dual weapon training, because that way I can use a sword and a dagger. And I'm going to equip myself, because I have swords and daggers. So I've got a sword. Let's see. I can't use that longsword. I would need a... It's the better longsword. Well, yeah, I don't know if it's better. It does more damage, but this other one gives me a +2 to the attack. And dagger, on the other hand, +5 critical backstab damage. And this one does +5 critical backstab damage and also more melee and weakens nearby dark front. So damage 4, damage 4, damage 4.4. So it's a little more damage, but it doesn't have these special abilities like this one does. So I'm gonna grab this one for my secondary weapon. So now I have one of each. Saurus. He's got his crossbow, so that's good. We'll let him have that. Okay. Got a longsword and a dagger, and I'm wearing my wedding dress, because that's great for fighting in. Right? Aren't wedding dresses usually great for... They're built for that, right? In case somebody disrupts the wedding. Take him out. Oh, here's another elf, and she's also ignoring me. I see nothing.
And so I shall.
Brandy. There's this. Okay. There we go. Oh, he's running away. Oh, because he wants to shoot me with a crossbow. Let's let him not do that.
And so I shall.
Okay, Saurus, you don't need to run up to him to use the crossbow. You can do that from a distance away.
And how's that? I have some blood on me.
That shout last. I had some blood on me. Just the way she says that, I love that. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to this room first. And I'm cheating a little bit because I can see up here on the map that it's just a single room with no exits. So we'll try it first. See what's in there. See if it's anything we need to do with. And oh, hey, it's on the crossbow guy. Stab him. Oh yeah, see, Saurus, you can use the crossbow from ways away. Okay. Ooh.
And so I shall.
More weapons. Great sword, two-handed sword. None of us can use that, but hey, maybe we'll meet somebody who can. Sten. Or somebody. I have played this before. It's been a while, so I may not remember all of it, but yeah. So I'll occasionally mention some things from... Ooh, here we go. Guard shield armor. Let's get some armor on. That's a little better to fight in than a wedding dress, right? Helmet, boots, leather armor. I think, though, boots... Yeah, 1.25. So Adia's boots, the ones I had before, are better. Oh, I do have both those. Okay. Alright. So the rest of these is just stuff I can sell or give to other companions if I find them. But now I've got some armor, so now I'm the one who's armored. So let's see what everybody else says about that. I think that's where I came from. Oh, it is.
Lovely.
You dead guard. Oh, and he had 11 copper coins on him. Alright. Let's go through this door, see what we find. Oh, look, more guards.
See? I told you there'd be more. Elves run in packs, like rodents.
Should we keep the
Rodents
knife
don't
here
go in packs, they go in
alive?
swarms.
They killed our boys. She dies.
You killed Nelros. Okay, I think they know that. They killed our boy. So he knows that we've killed the guards. So maybe we'll be able to intimidate them a bit.
Stupid wench. We'll show you how men fight.
Or maybe not. Okay, let's take out the funkies first.
Bad.
Oh, yes!
After you, cousin!
Well, he's sweet out sword a lot, but he's not very good with it, so that's good. Right, stab him in the back. Okay, shoot him in the back now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nelaros! I'm so sorry.
He died to save me. He didn't, though, right? He was just captured and then he was killed. Oh, no, he was trying to save me, though. So good. Good for him. Being a hero. Except now he's dead.
Let's make sure it wasn't in vain.
Yes.
We should hurry before something happens to the others.
Let's find the rest. Oh, you have my wedding ring. And it's magical. It gives me +1 willpower. Or maybe that's just not magic, but, what do you call it? Yeah. So as you can tell, as a writer, I'm very good with words. Resolve, right? It helps give that resolve. It helps give you, fortify your belief. Okay, whatever it is. I'm going to put it on. With this ring, I me wed. There. I am officially no longer a child in elfin society. And a widow. What do you know? All at once. Okay. We came from this way, so we want to go that way. Is there anything else here? No. Okay. Oh, look.
That was close! You got my back, cousin?
That doesn't sound good. Grand door number 2. Oh, puppy. Aww. He wants to kill me. I don't like that.
Let's end this quickly! You'll see.
Okay, let's see.
It's what human.
Yeah.
You'll pay for what fun did, human.
Nerd.
Ooh, studded leather. That was even better, right? So maybe I will upgrade my armor. Armor 1.0 +2 physical resistance. See, that's better. So the gloves, 0.67, but +5. Ooh, +5 critical backstab damage. So even better. Boots. No, I think India's boots are still better. Leather boots, studded leather armor. 3.99, but this gives a +1 armor and a chance to avoid missiles attacks, so that's probably good. Okay, let's give Saurus, let's let him update to all this leather armor. Oh, look at that, he's got a matching equipment is probably an item type bonus. So if it wasn't matching, oh look at that, if it wasn't matching, he gets a 3.1% fatigue. But if it does all match, it goes down to -1.4. I'm not sure you could have negative fatigue, but That's how it works. Okay. So where's his wedding clothes? Oh yeah, because he's not wearing those anymore. He's wearing his leather armor now. Excellent. Okay. Hi, puppy. Are you going to be my friend? I don't think so. I think I'm going to leave you in there. I'm sure somebody will be along to take care of you at some point. You know, I'm not going to kill all the humans in the castle, I'm sure. So some of them will be alive. Okay, so we came from there. Went here. Let's try this room.
Of course.
In one of these rooms. Oh, there's another elf who, again, completely ignoring me. Alright. Wise choice.
We should hurry before something happens to...
Yes, we should.
To the others.
I interrupt me. Pause. That was nice of him to pause while I open the chest. Okay. I'm going to close this door. Just so she doesn't get in as much trouble. I'm going to close this one too, just so they
And so I shall.
have a little bit of mystery about who came, and they'll have to do a little more searching. Oh, look at this. There's a bunch of them.
We'll get you!
Okay. Let's just kill them. I was like, get two of them. Oh, I can. Hey, look at this.
Well, all right.
Well, okay. Let's shoot him in the back.
Let's end this! Quickly! Get myself out!
Okay, let's... I love that. Every time, once in a while, you get a special hit.
Of course. As you desire.
Okay, let's see. Anything else? Nope, that's it for these guys.
It's a fight! How long?
My word!
Hard to kill. Okay, I'm gonna give you a hand you then. A little more damage when I'm behind you, apparently.
Why can't you humans leave us?
Which makes sense, right?
Oh, is that?
I hate finding these doorways. It's hard to maneuver.
What a mess.
And of course, yes, we must rescue the wedding party, but, you know, gotta stop and loot things on the way. Down? Huh. Okay, now this I mentioned, I remember this now from last time I played it, which was last week. In the failed video, you can hear that. But I'm going to say most of the things I said there again this time, I think. So here is an interesting thing, right? We've had this detail. We've got this door. The door leads to a basement door, or at least stairways down to another door. There's nothing about this door. It's not even locked, right? It just doesn't exist. There's no difference between clicking on it and the wall. So, why is it there? In general, in writing, it's good not to have a lot of... Sometimes people will think, well, I'm going to put some points in there, just sprinkle some details around to make it seem more fleshed out. But really, you don't want to have a lot of details that aren't important. Especially something like this, right? This looks big. It's a big deal. You've got doors, stairs down, another door. It draws attention to itself, but there isn't anything there. So, generally, the more details you say about something, the more important people will think it is. So if you mention the door, if you mention the stairway down, you mention a door, you mention the ornate locked door, your readers are going to think it's important. So if you just don't then mention it again, like it never plays any part in it, there's no reason for it to be there. So that's here, and that's just, annoying, right? It distracts players. Same thing when you're running a game and building a game. So I'm not sure why this would be there at all. Now here, of course, you have to have this hall because you're in a palace. It has to look like a palace. There has to be stuff in it. So if I was mentioning this, though, I might mention one of these corridors, but I certainly wouldn't describe all of them. Not in the level of details of, vaulted ceilings, banners hanging, big loose-fitting stonework, crumbling in places. You can mention that. It's good, but don't mention it in every hall they go down. And don't make them all different for some reason. Since this is the third one of these we've been in, I would have said they entered another hallway. And I wouldn't have mentioned this door is there at all. So as far as my readers would have known, this is a wall. Oh, more guards.
That was close!
So I shall.
Okay, pretty good.
How delightful!
And I'm back. Yay, we killed them all. So also the fights, right? I would not... A fight like this, we have a whole bunch of people in a row. Now, that can be cool and exciting, but I wouldn't mention every one of these fights. I'd say something like, it seemed there were no ends to the guards. Every room they opened, another group had to be dealt with. Her arm was tired. Her sword was bloody, maybe chipped. On one guard, she found some better armor, stripped him, and put it on. Which is kind of gross, but that's what you gotta do. So it helps. And I would continue like that, rather than describe every fight. And sometimes it's good, in an exciting fight scene, to describe every blow when it's someone important. But if there's a whole bunch of mooks, I would just say we fought and fought and fought. Seems she could barely raise her sword anymore. And then another one stepped in. And a puppy. Except I wouldn't mention the puppy. I don't like having my good guys kill puppies. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'd mention the dogs. Although in Yagmar they do kill a bunch of cats. But they're evil 8-legged cat. They're like spider cat things.
Now this should be amusing.
And they make good cloaks out of them. And then again, they enter another hallway. A guard holding a crossbow had their backs to him. She quickly moved up and slew him from behind.
Lovely.
Made short work of a locked door.
What's this?
Thinking her mother would be proud of her for putting all her lessons into practice. That's the kind of things I would say during this fight. Okay, this guy's annoying me. I wouldn't say that. Oh no.
Let's
keep moving.
Yes, but first let's loot the bodies.
And so I shall.
All they have is copper coins. Ooh, this guy's got some stuff. Health bolts and frozen lightning. Ooh, gold ring. An heirloom necklace. That's an interesting thing to find here. It gives me +2 strength, +1 armor, and plus it's a magic necklace, though. I'm gonna wear that. Because, anytime you find strange jewelry in a evil palace, you should put it on. Also, strangers have the best candy. Okay. Where are we going now? I think we've been in there, so I think we're going to go right behind us. Right? I think this is where we have not been yet, and that's just a suit of armor, not a person. Okay. That's another elf ignoring us. A jar with a health poultice. Yay! A jar with another health poultice. Yay! I guess they thought I'd be wounded by the time I got here, which I am actually not. But you never know. Ooh, more elf fruit. Or, as we elves call it, root.
Of course.
Oh, I found a trap. Bodyguard.
That was close!
So I shall.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, I sold this as a rogue too, so we both get extra damage attacking this guy from behind.
Human!
What to do?
Plus 2 constitution, plus 3 defense, plus 2 attack. That's a great belt. I'm going to put it on too. Hey dude, now that you're dead, I'm going to take your magic belt. And Gold Ring doesn't do anything, so... 5 XP. Oh, because I unlocked the door. I picked the lock. Again, here's an elf ignoring me. And yeah, that's, you know, probably the best course of action. And Dougie says hi again. That's Shubo out there. Where am I? Where'd I go? Okay. I have not been to the store to my right yet. There's an empty room with a box. With a piece of blank vellum in it, which I'm going to steal. Okay, I haven't been here yet either. Oh, there's a vase. With more fruit. And I know what that is, because I've played this before, and it can be used, it's a crafting component. So I'm going to take it.
My.
Oh, hey.
What have we here?
It's him again.
Don't worry. We'll make short work of these two.
Quiet, you idiot! They're covered with enough blood to fill a tub. What do you think that means?
Yeah. What do you think? You tell me.
All right. Let's not be too hasty here. Surely we can talk this over.
You really think you can talk your way out of this?
Please, just
Oh.
get me out of here. I want to go home.
Think for a minute. Kill me and you ruin more lives than just your own. By dawn, the city will run red with elven blood. Think about it. You know how this ends. Or we could talk this through. Now that you have my undivided attention.
See? Now, he's got a point. And that's what I like about this game. One of the things is you got these hard choices, because this is... If you kill him, they're going to take it out on the rest of the elves, including you, I mean, but also the rest of the elves. But then again, they're probably going to do that anyways, because you just killed like a dozen guards, and they're going to be really pissed off about that. I think I'm going to tell them. I'm going to threaten them with the truth. We'll tell the city what really happened. Okay. Also, I want to mention briefly here. So what's happened to Shiani here? So this guy came in and grabbed women out of the Alien Edge to go have fun with. Not in general a big fan of sexual assault as a plot point. It's been used a lot in fantasy. Frankly, I think it's a little overdone, and there's a lot about it lately. People have been talking about it a lot, to the point where it's not... There are other ways of motivating the character. Especially as like Gianni, right? This is her sexual assault is a way to motivate Janella. And there's some problematic elements to that, which I'm not a huge fan of. On the other hand, I mean, I'm pissed, so maybe it works. But I think there are other things that can be done, and at least they didn't play it up for titillation, which is often also done. So that's good. They showed this by showing just the after effects of it, and not the act itself. They're showing just it's a horrific thing. And this guy is evil. You could tell earlier he was evil by his laugh, but now he's trying to worm his way out of this heinous crime he has committed. And there isn't going to be justice for him, right? We know so far from what we've seen in Human World, he's going to get away with this because he gets away with this sort of thing. So I think I'm going to threaten him with letting everybody know what happened. Let people know what kind of person he is. Maybe they already know. Maybe I'm going to kill him.
You think people care about elven whores?
Yeah, he's got a point.
You think my father will ignore my death simply because I used some animals as they were meant to be used?
He sealed his fate. So you're right. Hey.
But cousin, what if he's right? They'll purge the alienage again.
Purge the alienage again. But yeah, no, I think here's the reason, right? You think they won't as it is? After what we've done, we've killed all these people. In fact, it might be better if it's just like some lone assassin rather than an uprising of the elves or whatever. So he is going to be motivated to be a lot worse than what somebody else will be motivated to do, because he's a horrible, evil person. So if he's in charge, it's going to be worse than if he isn't in charge. But also, you think they won't as it is, right? So actions have consequences, and the actions in a story should have consequences. So we've committed some actions. We've set this up. Somebody is going to reprise for what we've done. They're going to get their revenge and their quote-unquote justice. So, yeah.
If you're sure, I'm with you.
Cool. I always regret talking to knife ears. Now I'll just gut your ignorant carcasses instead.
Okay, so I'm going to stun him to begin with, and then take out the guards first. And then come up and stab this guy in the back. Oh, these guards are pushovers. Oh, Lord John. Yeah, because he's probably never really fought. He's had the same training as I am, but has never put into practice.
Lovely.
Fun those dirty fighting too.
You're simply no match for me. This is fun.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, come on. You're standing 2 feet from me.
I need to be brave.
And he's down.
He's dead. Tell me we did the right thing, cousin.
What's important? Yeah, this is what's important. We'll focus on that.
I'll check the back room for the others. Shiani needs you.
Yeah, I'll go talk to Shiani. But first, of course, loot.
Well, all right.
Loot the bodies. Ceremonial longsword. Is that better than the one I have? It is. Look how much better it is. Ceremonial dagger. Ooh, and that looks better too. Take all that.
And so I shall.
Okay, enchanted dagger. Even better. Okay. Let's see. Sand.
As you desire.
Chainmail. Yeah, I can't wear chainmail. It's too heavy. Shani, you are.
Don't leave me alone. Please. Please take me home.
Okay, I will. go
so
home.
much blood. I can't stand to look at it. It's everywhere. You killed them, didn't you? You killed them all?
Oh, yeah. All the humans. Yep, killed all of them.
Good. Good.
Okay, good. She'll be okay, eventually.
Is she going to be all right?
Would you be? She'll live. Let's just get out of here. Yeah.
I'll take the rear guard. I can't wait to leave this place.
I like that. I'll be the last one out because I can't wait to get out.
You've returned. Has Shiani been hurt? Where is Tormi's daughter, Nola?
Nola didn't make it. She resisted.
They killed her.
Nelaros, too. The guards killed him.
Yeah.
I see. Would the rest of you ladies please take Shiani home? She needs rest.
The rest of you, just not.
Now tell me, what happened?
I like this. I'd rather like a battle, glorious battle. I don't think it was that glorious. It was just, hey, we did what we had to do. Vaughn's dead. That's important. The Earl's family just got a bit smaller. That's a more flippant way of saying it. And I think in the mood I'm in right now, yeah. Earl's
And
family.
the garrison could already be on their way. You have little time.
Yeah. We will. Yeah, we may need to leave Denham for a while.
Oh, that it has come to this.
The guards are here!
Don't panic. Let's see what
we can
comes
talk
of
about out of
this.
this. I'm wearing their guard's armor, and I'm carrying their guard's sword.
I seek Valendrian.
Hi.
Elder and administrator of the alienage.
Here, Captain. I take it you have come
Why,
in
is there a
response to
problem?
today's disruption.
Disruption.
Don't play ignorant with me, Elder. You'll not prevent justice from being done. The Earl's son lies dead in a river of blood that runs through the entire palace. I need names, and I need them now.
Saurus in me? Should I throw Saurus under the bus? I could say silent. No, I think, he's going to have somebody. Might as well be the person who actually can handle it and has a chance of escaping once I'm in the prisons. Saurus is dead if he goes with them. I might have a chance. So here we go.
You expect me to believe one woman did all of that?
Yep.
We are not all so helpless, Captain.
You saved many by coming forward. I don't envy your fate, but I applaud your courage.
Oh, good for him.
This elf will wait in the dungeon until the Earl returns. The rest of you, back to your houses.
Captain, a word, if you please.
What is it, Grey Warden?
How does he know he's
The
a Grey Warden?
situation is well under control, as you can see.
Be that as it may, I hereby invoke the Grey Warden's right of conscription. I remove this woman into my custody.
Oh, that's convenient. Grey Warden's right of conscription. So now I am his prisoner. Is that better? So I like that, though, right? Because this is, again, actions have consequences. This is the thing Janella did. These are the consequences. Nothing good is going to come of this. She's going to end up a prisoner either of the Earl or of Duncan. Duncan's probably a little more fair-minded from what we've seen of him, although he is kind of a jerk. He seems to like to play mind games. But we'll see what we can do. And of course I gotta... taunting the guards at this point is probably a bad idea. But it seems like something Janella would do. So, yeah, there we go.
Son of a tied-down. Very well, Grey Warden.
Son of a tied-down.
I cannot challenge your rights, but I'll ask one thing. Get this elf out of the city today.
Agreed.
Now I need to get my men on the streets before this news hits. Move out!
You're with me now. Say your goodbyes and see me when you're ready. We leave immediately.
You don't have to do this now, because I'm safe now.
I did not do this for your benefit.
Oh,
well. I needed a Grey Warden, and I found one. That conscripting you saved your life is only circumstance.
Okay.
You did what you had to do to accomplish your mission. We need people like you. Now quickly, say your goodbyes. Your life here is over.
So, and the gate closes. So yeah, there we have it. She's joining the Grey Wardens. And again, there's the consequence of her actions, right? She did this thing, and now she has to leave the city. The plot was driven by her decisions. She could have just let them take the wedding party, stood back, gone off to live her own life, but that's not the kind of person she is. She could have maybe made diplomacy with Vaughn, maybe made a deal. Hey, you don't purge the alienage, and we won't tell everybody what happened. We'll just let you get away with killing and raping the people that you already did, and that's the end of it. That could have been good, and that might have been the best solution for everybody involved, but that's not how Janella is. So her decisions, again, shape the plot. They drive the story. And that's number one pet peeve, is when the plot happens without the character, just happens around the characters, without the characters making the decisions that make things happen. So I'm going to talk to some people here, because I'm leaving the city.
Thank you. You really saved my hide back there.
Yeah, you saved mine too. I feel like I just gave up my life, which I did. Well, what will you do now? Let's not make this
no more
me,
daydreaming.
even though it is.
I'm settling down. Valora's a good woman, and she has ideas on making life better for everyone here.
Excellent.
Your father had the women take Shiani back to your place. Will you see her before you go?
Yeah, I probably should.
Good luck, cousin. You've been my hero since we were kids. It's just official now.
Hey, you held your own. Don't make it all on me. Well, hello, Elder.
I guess Duncan got his recruit after all.
There's a whole world out there.
Indeed. It only saddens me that it has taken this for you to find it. If you'll excuse me, I must tend to our people. Goodbye, young one, and Maker keep you.
So, we learned earlier, the Maker, is the religion, the Christian analog of the humans. But as basically slaves of the humans, or they're oppressed people, colonized by the humans, a lot of elves have adopted it, including the keeper of the village, or the elder of our little village, our alienage. Which is interesting how many people follow this religion of theirs. I forgot where I was going to go. Oh, yeah. Well, here's a person. Let's talk to her.
Good riddance. You were always a troublemaker.
Meh, okay. Fair enough. I'm not sure who that was. Like I said, remember? And that's good. I like that because it shows this thing happened, but it didn't immediately change the mind of everybody in this village. And all they know is that there was fighting in the palace. They won't know the details, so they're not just going to see me as this big hero. They're just going to know there was fighting in the palace and I was involved. And that just, for the people who already had a negative opinion of Janella, that just reinforces their opinion of her. Right? So, again, have, those characters who they see what they see. Not everybody has the same perspectives and beliefs as the main character, so that's great. That's well done with that. Even though I kind of want to stab her. And this looks like a store. Okay, none of these people will talk to me. How about Alarith?
You should go quickly. Just know that we're all going to miss you.
Okay. And you don't want to buy all the stuff I looted from the palace? It's probably better if he doesn't. Better for him, I mean. Oh, speaking of which, I got a new sword. Let's see. Kendall Ceremony Dagger, 4.8. Messy Kills, 5% critical hit. Enchanted Dagger, 4.8. Let's see. And plus 4 to attack. Yeah, that's better for a dagger. Also, Kendall's Ceremonial Longsword. So that's 8.4 instead of 7. Messy Kills, which I don't know what that means. But 5% critical backstab damage. Critical chance 2.4. So it's better, more damage, better critical chance. It doesn't have the plus 2 to attack, but it does have plus 5% critical backstab damage, which I don't know if all these add together, because I think the gloves, yeah, so 5, 10, 15, so that's giving me an extra 15 critical damage. Oh, this one doesn't have it. So at least an extra 10% critical backstab damage. Or, yeah, so 10, okay, whatever. Plus 10 damage, not percent. Okay, whatever. It's a better sword. And it's got the little square thingy, which, that blank square, which is, I can't point to it because it disappears when I move off of it. But it's got the little blank square there, which I think means I can put a rune there and enchant it. If I still have it by the time I find an enchanter. Okay. Let's see, where is my place? Syrian. Oh, Syrian. That's, yeah. Yep. I think that's my house. Okay.
If this is what the Maker has planned for you, then I guess it's for the best. Your mother would have been pleased.
Too late for talk now. I have to go. Yeah. You're not pleased?
I just wish there was another way. I dreamed of grandchildren, family gatherings, and... I'm sorry, this isn't helping. Take care, my girl. Be safe and wise. And, well,
safe
you know.
And wise. I like that.
We'll all miss you.
Be wise, because, you know, nothing she's done so far has been wise. Let's go check in. She, I want to make sure. Oh, she's...
There you are. Thank you. For me, for Soris, for everything.
Oh, this Soris. This is his wife, the mousy one.
I will, I swear it.
Okay.
Shiani seems to have regained herself. I'll leave you two alone. Good luck, and thank you again.
Okay, be good. I'm glad things are going to work out for her. And for Soris. Okay. Now, I save just in case it crashes. So, one of the things... yeah, I'll go with that now, because it's a good time to say that. So one of the things I've decided to do on this one is the run. I'm not going to, if something bad happens, I'm not going to, or I mess something up, I'm not going to go back and restore a save to do it. It's, you know, living with consequences. Like I said, the run is the run. And that's something I picked up from Dr. Mick, who is another streamer. He's does a Twitch stream where he talks about psychology. That's kind of where I got the idea to talk about the writing. Because I don't know anything about psychology, but he's a licensed therapist. I mean, maybe you've heard of him. He's a licensed therapist. He plays these games, including this one, and psychoanalyzes basically the characters and the situations, which is, it's a fascinating stream, but it's completely different than what I'm doing here. But I looked at that and said, you know, I could do that, but I don't know anything about psychotherapy, but I do know a bit about writing. So I decided I'd talk about the writing and discuss how to set up a story and how to do all these things. So hopefully maybe somebody will find that interesting, maybe even helpful. I don't know, but there it is. But that's where I got the inspiration for doing the Twitch streaming from. And yeah, so we'll go back to the game now. But like I said, I'm going to be doing it very differently than he does. Again, he tends to make a lot of the right decisions, like, and points out what a good decision in a particular case would be. As a writer, I'm going to go with the more interesting decisions. So the characters will not always act perfectly rationally, although they are rational characters. So I'm not going to have them just be stupid. That's another pet peeve of mine, is when people are just dumb to further the plot along. They do things that they would never do. In that case, I'm not going to do that. But they're not necessarily going to be rational. And I am going to go with the more interesting choices and avoid things like, as you know, Dr. Franklin, or as we both know, Dr. Franklin, let me explain the whole way this thing that we all know already works out, so that the reader will know. Now, that's got to be shown in the reactions and in the way things happen. But anyways, okay, back to Shiani. So Shiani, we just saved her after the fact from the evil Lord Vaughn, who is now dead.
You took all the responsibility for what happened.
Yeah, of course.
You're amazing, you know that?
Yeah. got my reward. I'm leaving this hole. I just did what had to be done. Yeah. How are you holding up? Let's I think the concern for her is the more important thing right now.
I'm all right.
That's what Janelle would
As
think
far
of.
as the others know, Vaughn just roughed me up a bit. I
Mm.
just don't want them treating me like some fragile doll. You've always been there for me. But what happened was beyond what anyone could ever expect from another person.
Yeah, just
when the
kill an
world was
asshole.
at its worst, there you came. Fire in your eyes, like something out of a storybook. I'll
good.
never forget that.
Use that. Use
I
that
love
for-
you,
to give
cousin.
you strength.
Make us proud out there.
I will. To Shani, who I will probably never see again. Goodbye. No. Enough with the mushy stuff. Yeah.
Silly woman. Then get going already.
Yeah. Me too. Goodbye.
We'll miss you.
See you, Shani. And I think she's the last person I want to talk to. I talked to Soros already, right? Yeah. I was like, well, thanks for not throwing me in the bus, dude. And now we go talk to Duncan and head out. If I can find my way out of here. Why is this place so confusing? Okay, there he is. So, forward and left. But it is almost 12:30, so I think before we get to long involved cutscenes, this is a good place to end this. So I'm going to stop here for the stream. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will be live again next Tuesday at 6, from 6 to 8. So that's going to be the schedule, 6 to 8. Like and subscribe. I don't know, that's the thing people always say on these, but do it. If you like it, subscribe. And then you'll get notifications when I go live. But that's the schedule. Tuesdays and Sundays, 6 to 8 and 10:30 to 12:30. Because that's, yeah, the times that worked out for me. And again, all the videos I'm going to upload, starting with this one, to YouTube. So they'll be on my YouTube channel once I can figure out how to do that. And I will talk to you later. Thank you all. Thank you all for watching. Now I just have to figure out how to exit. Yeah. Save game. I'm going to give it a new save. Do that from time to time, just in case something gets corrupt and I have to restore back a few. Exit the game, quit the game, and now I'm exiting the stream. So thank you very much.